let's go. Okay, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to our channel. We have our guest again here. Yeah, special guest actually. CEO of ZenGo, Ouriel. How can I call you? Ouriel or?
Yeah, it's fine. You can also call me Penguin. I often use a penguin as my picture, but no, I'm joking. My name is Ouriel Ohayon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, before I gotta start with the video, yeah, can you share a little bit more about yourself? Yeah, how you get into crypto for the very first time?
Curiosity. I was aware of crypto very, very, very early on, but I dismissed it and I didn't believe it was serious. I thought it was really, really bad. And actually it was used for not so great purposes and criminal activities. But it's only very late after my last company, and I was in the middle of like looking for the next thing to work on. And I listened to a podcast, and that's how I got aware of the capabilities of what you can do with the blockchain, not just with Bitcoin. And then I got passionate about it. So that was about 2016, 2017.
Yeah, exactly. I know ZenGo is being invented back in 2019, right? If I'm not mistaken. And then
yeah, so the ID started in 2018. Oh, okay. And yes, so that's when I started to think about it, but the company like really started in 2019.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, what was the aha moment? I know you have the ZenGo being invented back in 2019, but what was your aha moment? Oh, crypto is here to say it's not going anywhere.
Oh, it was actually very simple for me because it was the reason I got really into it is when I realized that you could build applications, whether they are financial applications or not, but applications that cannot be stopped. And all my career, I built or invested in projects that were built on the back of other platforms, of other services that couldn't turn off the application with a button or with a change of rule. And for me, that was really the aha moment, like to realize that. And when I realized that, I said, if I realize this is so powerful, then many developers are going to agree with me because it's a big, big pain, of course, matter of life and death. And if developers believe in it, then the world follows. It's always like that, follow the developers. So that was really the aha moment for me.
Yeah, and then after that you created ZenGo, right? I mean, how?
Well, I mean, it was not that fast. Then I started to get curious about it and understand what a wallet is, etc. But yeah, after that I created ZenGo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why sometimes we need to connect the dots. You cannot
go right away.
So that's why you need to step out little by little. Slowly but surely.
That's right.
To develop. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how do you come up with that name? I mean, how do you come up with ZenGo name? I mean, what is all about? I mean, maybe there is something meaningful, or it's just randomly name, or what?
No, it's not a random name. We actually spent a meaningful amount of time looking for it, and I have to admit that I'm not the originator of that name. I originally had in mind a different name that we realized after we could not and didn't want. Their original name was Django. Like the movie Django, codename Django, or the musician, and of course the Python language, so we could not trademark it, but also it was also restrictive. So we looked for another name, and my co-founder Tal, our CTO, came with that name, which was like kind of the source of what we originally had in mind, and it means very, very simple. Okay. Crypto is complicated. Crypto is insecure, is unsafe, is stressful, is anxiety. So we wanted to build the opposite of that, something that is simple, that you can use anytime, anywhere, something that feels you safe and that you can use on the go. So ZenGo, that's it. That's simple. And we didn't want to have a name that included bit or block or chain or Bitcoin or something like that. So we didn't want to be associated to a technical name that sounds too geeky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially very beginning, you focus on Bitcoin only, right? Bitcoin only wallet, but apparently as time goes by, you added some alts as well, right?
Of course.
I'm not mistaken.
If you do Bitcoin only, it can be okay to be called Bit something or Bitcoin something, but when you are, and we are, a multi-chain wallet and the economy is multi-chain, then how do you call yourself after a chain, right? Then it's restrictive. So we decided to be agnostic, and ZenGo is agnostic. We don't have any particular religion except the religion of building a good product. That's a good religion, but that's that.
Yeah, that's why some Bitcoin maximalists maybe get a little upset, but at the same time, it's also rely on the technological as well. Right? I mean, you adopted the MPC technology. If
Correct.
you would like to share, because my audience have no idea at all about MPC, what it's all about. I mean, do you see something that's ZenGo have idea come up with at the very beginning, because you see some opportunity to solve this kind of issue of the problems? What was this all about?
So just for your audience, first, we're building a crypto wallet, if that was not clear. And
Yes.
people will ask, okay, why another crypto wallet? Why do we need, again, with so many wallets out there, software wallets, mobile wallets, paper wallets, hardware wallets, why do you need another wallet? So the realization that we had, and that was the point of insight to get started, is that if crypto is going to be big, if crypto is going to become popular, if crypto is going to become mainstream, there is zero chance that most people will know how to handle security of their private key. It's a phase that is too intimidating, that is too dangerous, that is too risky, that is prone to errors, and that is prone to attacks. And guess what? You realize today that even in 2022, the most sophisticated people in that industry lose their funds, lose their NFTs, lose their crypto. So we wanted to build something that is fundamentally simpler and safer. Now, the problem is that we could not do it with typical cryptography. Typical cryptography is public-private key cryptography. So a wallet is, you have a public key, which is your address where you receive, and the private key, which allows you to sign transaction. And so you are supposed, whether this is a mobile wallet or hardware wallet, to keep somewhere safe, as they say, this private key, but no one knows how to do it. This is really, really difficult. And so most people make errors. They write not the key the wrong way, they put it in a software that is unsafe, they store it in iCloud and they lose it, etc., etc. So we wanted to use a different type of cryptography. And so we did not invent it. We used multi-party computation, which is a domain of cryptography that has been around for 30 years. But the point of uniqueness here is that we've made it highly usable on a mobile application, right? It's something that, what is multi-party computation is when different computers that don't know each other make operations together without exposing their secrets, and then they perform that operation. So it's okay when you use big computers.
One moment.
It's okay when you use big computers. It's a problem. Sorry, there is Siri that has started for some reason. I don't know what's going on here.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard it.
To take it seriously. It's just chill talk. Yeah. It's okay.
Exactly. Anyway, so it's okay when two computers. You have two computers, but how do you do that with a mobile phone? It's very, very complicated. So we made it extremely high performance and secure and simple for the mobile. This is where our expertise intervene. Today, fast forward after we started, multi-party computation, today is considered the de facto standard of institutional custody. If you are a very rich institution, you will use MPC because it's the safest way to split the security and not expose the surface attack to one private key. Now, we've made that technology, which is today reserved to the rich, available to everyone. Yeah. And this is a simple mobile application that you download on your phone. You will have no password to write down, no seed phrase, no private key. You don't just have to write them down. You don't have to even remember them. We don't generate them at no moment. And all the cryptography is open source, so you can verify that.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes some people might say that, oh, it's too good to be true because you cannot hold your keys, but at the same time, it's decentralized. How you can explain you to those people?
It's very simple. Before emails, they were fax, and before fax, they were telegraphs, and before telegraphs, they were paper mail. People say, no, that's not possible to do what you say, because look, I have a telegraph forever. I don't need electronic mail. Why should I need that, right? People don't realize the benefits of a new technology when it's early, when it's young, when it's not yet popular and mainstream. But here is the thing. Today, MPC is extremely popular. It's used in most large institutions. Coinbase has acquired an MPC technology here in Israel, actually not so long ago. Binance is investing into it. All the big exchanges are investing into it. So today, it's becoming accepted. And the reason why it's so good and so superior is because A, it's agnostic to any blockchain, any type of crypto assets. Number two, it's private. You don't expose the signature scheme like multisig. Number three, it's also extremely secure because there's not a single point of attack, right? So if I get attacked or there is a remote attack on my phone, no one can steal anything from my funds. Or if we get hacked on our servers, no one can do anything. So that's the benefit of that system. It's the best of both worlds. It's on-chain, but it's not controlled by anyone. Yet you have the benefits of advanced security and advanced user experience.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's kind of vulnerable sometimes, right? When your servers go down or the APC network goes down. What happens to the Bitcoin? Yeah, I know Bitcoin it's for everyone, but you can still access the wallet. How is it possible?
So how can you access the wallet when we are down?
Yeah, because the server is down and the MPC also get down, and how you can
so that's a good question. So there are two types of being down. There is being down for a short period of time, and there is being down for a very long period of time or forever. If we are down for a very short period of time, so that's not a problem. We have built redundancy so that if we are down, we are back on very, very quickly. And so you don't have to suffer from that. And we've been live for 3 years. And except extremely rare cases, like I'm talking about single hours, ZenGo has always been up and running. So that's number one. The real question is what happens if we are down for a very long period of time? And so we have invented something that is pretty unique. It is live from day one in ZenGo. It's called the guaranteed access. It means that if we are unable to operate, because we shut down, because we can't operate, because we are dead, doesn't matter why, there is a set of parties that are not us, that are independent from us, that can take over the role of our server and that can free the funds back to the users and they can spend it as they want. So even if we are completely down for a very long period of time, the funds are always available.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know some people say to be true before, and then they maybe have a suggestion. Or if you cannot access the wallet because the servers go down, it's not really decentralized in many ways, right? So do you see that? Yeah, we need to define the word decentralization as well. I mean, of course, when you trust a company or trust a server. There is a trust in anything, even though you decentralized wallet yourself, you trust a Trezor wallet, right? If a Trezor wallet goes down, you cannot completely remove trust in anything, right? So what do you think? Do you define decentralization in crypto as in general?
Yeah. Look, decentralization is a spectrum. Okay, it's a spectrum. It's never completely decentralized. Sure, the protocol is decentralized, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, because there are many miners and validators where if one goes down, the protocol is still up, right? And we've seen it with China. The problem is that the apps are single point of failure, right? When an app goes down, then the interface, then you cannot access this app through that interface. So the problem is that some applications are critical, some others are less critical. We think about ZenGo as a third generation of solutions. You have people who want absolute convenience and are ready to delegate their crypto to an exchange or a custodial, so custodial solutions, right? Coinbase, Binance, FTX. You have a second type of solutions, which are, I want to have complete control on any interface, right? So non-custodial. But the problem is you have to handle the private key security, and most people will either make a mistake or are not comfortable with that. By the way, this is why the large majority of crypto are on exchanges. And we are a third category, which is not cold storage, it's not hot storage, we call it chill storage, where you are still in control, you are still on chain. You have, however, the benefit of having a server, in that case ZenGo, that provides you superior security, superior user experience, but indeed with some minor trade-offs on privacy, some minor trade-offs on absolute control, because you have to trust ZenGo, but overall it's a great compromise because you can still do whatever you want to do without the tedious user experience and security risks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because yeah, at the same times, when the not really the apps is the problem, and the yeah, the protocol itself, it's a decentralization. That's why we cannot decentralize 100%. But when it comes to like the apps, I mean, you said that before. Uh, you yeah, you have a custodial wallet, right? Is that correct? And then you
No,
hold no
no, no.
private keys, and
No,
then
no, no. Actually,
you
it's sorry to interrupt you. It's not custodial. Custodial
yeah
is when the operator is hosting your crypto,
yeah
the
the
private
third
keys, and
yeah
then can spend the funds. In the case of ZenGo, we are not hosting any cryptocurrencies, and we are unable and capable of spending the funds of our
yeah I know
customers.
I
So
know
we're not
yeah
okay.
yeah we need to make it clear it's not like a custodial wallet, but
It's not.
when it comes to like you said that before the high net worth individual get into the ZenGo, right? And then the question is like you hold no keys, you hold no money, you hold or etc. But how ZenGo make money? Yeah, because sometimes when
Oh,
you are like the Binance or anything, they can generate they become banks, right? That's why they make money. But in
actually,
ZenGo,
that's
yeah,
true.
how yeah you survive long term? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so we do make money, and it's very transparent and very obvious in the wallet when you're using it. So we're not making money because the app is free. Okay, so they're not making money there, and transaction sending and receiving is absolutely free. So we don't ask people to pay anything to use the wallet for free. However, when you make an investment, so the wallet has multiple financial investment services built in, right? You can buy, you can sell, you can swap crypto to another, you can deposit and stake and earn passive interest. When you do all these operations, we take a small commissions on your investment. So it's like the model of an exchange, except that we don't have the custody of the funds of our customers. Everything is a control of the user. So that's really the model. It's a bit like a banking model. We don't have a token. We don't we didn't do an ICO, and we don't plan to. But we have a very straightforward model, which is aligned with the interest of the user.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how your companies make money, right? I mean, why like Coinbase or Binance led to the game? I mean, led to the NPC game. Maybe because they don't want to lose control or what? I mean, I know there's a potential in NPC technology, right? But what do you thoughts on that?
Well, Coinbase has made very clear publicly that MPC is absolutely fundamental. They've wrote it multiple times in their blog. They have acquired the leading NPC technology company in the world here in Israel called Unbound, and now it's part of Coinbase. So they are very committed to NPC, but not just Coinbase. Coinbase is public about it. You have all the other companies that are not public about it, but are investing seriously in that field, and they understand the superiority of that technology. And so I won't name names, but I can guarantee you that most people that are part of this space are today interested or playing or investing in that technology. So it's something that's going to happen everywhere. In terms of retail usage, like people like you and me that are using wallets, we are the leading provider of MPC solution to retail users by far, battle tested on more than 500,000 users. So we are by far the biggest. And I think it's going to become more and more the norm. In the future, you will see more type of wallets built on that nature. Our cryptography, by the way, is completely open source. So anyone can come, take the cryptography and build a user experience on top of it. But for now, we are one of the few, probably the only company doing that really well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's why Coinbase or Binance see the potential in there because they recently maybe got invested into MPC. And do you see that what's the comparison between MPC, TSS, threshold signature scheme, and also the HMS? What do you see the difference between yeah.
Yeah, so TSS stands for threshold signatures,
Yes.
It's an application of multi-party computation for the purpose of signing transaction. You can do MPC on many computing functions or mathematical functions, but TSS is the MPC applied to cryptographic signatures. Okay, so threshold signatures, TSS. The third one, HSM, is a very different. It's not MPC. It's a hardware security module, HSM. Okay, so this is something that is being used by typically custodian of software or secrets to guard, to conserve, to custody funds or secrets in hardware. So MPC is using exclusively software and math. So you don't have to rely or to trust a particular hardware to operate MPC.
Yeah, is that related to like zero knowledge as well? Because I saw you on the GitHub say that there is use zero knowledge. Is that correct or not?
So MPC is using some operations of zero knowledge indeed, because the reason is when you are involving computers or entities that don't know each other, they have to perform mathematical operations without exposing secrets. And so you have to use zero knowledge proofs, meaning proofs that don't reveal secrets, and so that they can perform together a single operation. And so indeed, there are different types of zero knowledge proofs, but we are using certain zero knowledge proofs in our operations.
Yeah, I saw on GitHub, it says zkPaleo, right? I mean, the zero knowledge.
zkPaleo, correct.
Yeah, I saw it's open source, guys. I will share the link in the description. If you like to check it out, you can check it out. And then also, when it comes to, so you added the smart contract, right? Well, yeah, automatically because of zero knowledge or something like that. But at the same time, recently there is a BIP 119. There is a pros and cons Bitcoin Maxi, that say that the Andreas Antonopoulos said that quote unquote gonna kill Bitcoin, BIP 119. I know, ZenGo is implementing Taproot or what? I mean, what do you thought BIP 119 and then the implementation in the ZenGo wallet?
So we are going to implement Taproot. We have already actually we were very early on Taproot, way before it was a topic. You can find that on our GitHub. But we are going to implement it in our wallet. The thing is, when you implement something in cryptography, you want to do it really slow and really safe. You don't want to hurry. You don't want to break anything. And so we are taking our time. By the way, the adoption of Taproot is not yet very strong, because people are, again, for the same reason, they're taking their time to make sure it's safe. But we will implement it eventually.
And what about the BIP 119? I mean, is also the smart contract as well? Do you have any thoughts on that? I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
No particular thoughts. I mean, you said BIP 119.
Yeah, it's the Bitcoin improvement proposal. That's
it's a kind of smart contract framework built upon Bitcoin. I think it's still extremely early. One thing that we have as ZenGo is we are not very good at adopting fast the latest and the greatest. We like to take our time. We like to to build in with ZenGo things that have been battle tested, that have been carefully considered, that have been tried by others, where we've seen it, where the debug and the QA has been done already by others. So we're not big fans of moving first on things. There is only one thing that where we moved first and we moved deep was the MPC, because we had no choice. There was no other way to do it. But everything else, we are pretty conservative. So we're observing it, we're following it, but we're not into it for the moment.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much about it. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's pros and cons. Yeah, in anything. That's why you need to get adopt slowly but surely. And it's gonna take time, about it. So
absolutely.
You said that before it's completely decentralized, right? I know there is need to be defined first about the meaning of decentralization, but I saw in your profile, I mean, on the ZenGo profile, that ZenGo is not available on some region. That means that it not, you know, is still immutable, right? I mean, ZenGo can shut down. I mean, like MetaMask with the, you know, Ukraine war before, you know, they can buy an IP something.
Yeah.
So do you see that, you know, there's something, you know, need to be addressed, or you can say, stay what it is?
So let's start first. We are not completely decentralized, right? ZenGo is an MPC wallet. If you want a fully decentralized solution where you are in absolute total control, there are many other wallets that are way better than that. And so we don't try to say that we are that, right? So if you want that, there are many great companies that provide that. And so please use them, right? But be aware that you need to handle the private key security and become a security expert and exposing yourself. So that's that. Let's start with that. Number two, ZenGo can be used anywhere in the world. There are absolutely no geographical restrictions. However, there are laws, right? And so, for example, there are countries where we are not allowed to operate because we are a mobile application, and mobile applications are distributed through app stores. So Apple and Google. And so there are very strict rules about where you can be present. For example, it is completely prohibited to be available in China, right? So we can work in China. There is zero reason not to work there, but the law prevents us from being available there. There are countries that are marked as OFAC lists, right? So nearly every wallet and exchange operate that way. You know, that's called like labelized terror or criminal countries. We cannot operate there. We work there. Technically, it works, but it's just that the law makes it impossible to work there. So it's important to differentiate those two notions, right? We're not fully decentralized. We are on-chain and controlled by the user. We cannot spend the funds, but if you want completely decentralized solution, there are way better solutions than that, and we are not that. We are available everywhere in the world, except in countries where the law says that we cannot be present.
Yeah, I know, because the centralization means that you still rely on App Store and
Correct.
Play Store or something, right? So it's not really on your control, right? So is that you're saying, right?
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, if we were just a website, you know, that would probably be enough. By the way, I'm having a notification from Zoom that we have.
Yeah,
like
I know. Yeah,
left.
that's why we need to. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, just explain a little bit more, and then we can end this call. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just letting you know in case you haven't seen it. So you know, the thing is, you have to always make the difference between what is possible technically from what the context of the law enables you. So we are a law-abiding company, and so we operate that way. However, ZenGo is available and used in over 160 countries in the world, right? And so there is no reason to be able to use it anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, maybe one last question. Yeah, about the storage. Before, you know, we had some problem. Like, I mean, what do you think on Google storage and App Store? Is there any risk involved with that, or is just
you're talking about the recovery kit, the way we use
seed phrase,
cloud storage? Sure. Yeah. So on ZenGo, there is no seed phrase, meaning a single secret that if being lost or compromised, you know, make your fund lost, right? So we don't have that. However, we do have split of secret shares, what's called secret shares. They are independent secrets that alone are not useful for anything. And we store, actually we don't, the users store some of those secrets, independent secrets, in their cloud service of preference. So we support 3: iCloud, Google Drive, and Dropbox. So by default, you will use the one of your system. If you have an iPhone, it's iCloud. If you are on Android, it's a Google Drive. And if you want an additional backup in case the first one fails or you use it, you can add a secondary and a third even backup. So you have always a backup. That's a very important point in difference to every single other wallet that is using cloud backup. Why? Because let's take the case of MetaMask. Recently, someone was hacked his wallet because MetaMask by default is being backed up on iCloud. And so if an
Yeah,
attacker has access to
AWS,
your
yeah.
cloud, correct. If you're an attacker has access to your iCloud, has access to your wallet. In the case of ZenGo, if you have access to only the secret share that is stored on iCloud or Google Drive, they cannot do a single thing with it. So that's the beauty of the system, is that there is not a single point of failure where when attacked or obtained can be used to spend your money. And so that's the beauty. And also the user has the possibility to multiply that or add fallbacks so that if for some reason you lose your iCloud, it can happen, or your Google Drive, it can happen. You always have that in some other place that you control.
Yeah, exactly. That's absolutely brilliant. And one last question, maybe ZenGo is one of those apps that the MPC wallet that's still have some reason doing earning staking as well. Right? You have collaboration with Nexo, right? How this work properly?
So we have both passive interest. So we have three products. We have passive interest on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoin in a custodial solution with Nexo, right, which is licensed and insured. That's option number one. We have non-custodial saving. So now we support Wallet Connect, and we have a partnership with Ouriel Money, where you can earn in a non-custodial way on your stablecoin 15% stable. Okay, so you don't delegate it to a custodial, but to a protocol, which is, on this case, built upon Terra protocol. And third, we have staking. We have staking, which is available right now for Tezos, which is operated by a decentralized baker. And you can actually choose which baker you want to use. And you will earn, I think it's between 4 to 6% on your Tezos by doing staking. So we have those three options right now on ZenGo.
Yeah, because that's completely unique when a wallet do decentralized wallet and decentralized custody using earn staking. Yeah, before I end this interview, it's just for fun, no financial advice. Do you have any specific Bitcoin price prediction for this bull market? Yeah, you still see it is bull market or bear market? Yeah, how do you see the price going forward?
Man, I have no idea where we are. I mean,
I know. I mean,
like
it's just for
we
fun.
are in a bull market.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel also we are in a bear market. It feels like we are in a kind of flattish market. The price of Bitcoin and most cryptos has been kind of oscillating -5 +5% for the past 2 months. The NFT market has been going gangbusters, right? And Elon Musk today has switched his profile picture to a bored ape. It feels like the NFT market is decorrelated from the rest of the economy and the rest of crypto. But crypto feels like in a transitory phase where nobody really knows what's going on, and it's kind of adopted but not really, and it's kind of still there and being improved but not really. Also there's no really a bear sentiment that is going to go away. So it feels like it's very clear that it's here to stay. It's very clear that the big guys are into it. It's very clear there are some countries that have made the strategic decision to consider cryptocurrency central and important to their economy. But we are still kind of this oscillating phase where people are expecting to see what's going to happen next. Right now, no one has a clue. I mean, I would say long term that I'm super bullish. Short term, I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea about short term. You have no idea about short term. Yeah. Maybe that's it for today. Thank you, Ouriel, for your time. Maybe it's too short, right? To have the little deep conversation. Maybe we can have part 2 when Bitcoin 100K, and so that we can review this interview. So please guys support ZenGo. I will share the link in the description. And leave a like and subscribe to our channel, guys.